When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University,
the University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
And welcome, everybody, to this edition of high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Thad Goff, bringing you the broadcast between the Wayne Generals and the Southside Archers. This is a Summit League matchup. Southside is 5th place in league play. They come in at 4-3, actually tied for 4th with Snyder. And Wayne is a couple spots behind them. They're at 6th at 3-4. In fact, Southside is in a 3-way tie for 4th with both Snyder and Concordia, so an important game coming up. Wayne can move a little bit further up in the standings, can even their league record on the year if they can come in tonight and knock off Southside. Before we go any further, we want to thank our sponsors, many sponsors that allow us to come out here and broadcast the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. Parkview is the region's largest integrated sports medicine team. They provide athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu for more information. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment in select programs. They also offer 100% pass rates on many licensure exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. For more information, visit sf.edu. Give your home. Well, we're going to hold off on that. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote. Use the code Summit City for 15% off all power washing services today. We'll be back with a little more preview on this game after this here on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Welcome back, everyone, to Southside High School. In this edition of high school basketball on Summit City Sports, Wayne taking on Southside here at Southside High School. Well, the Southside Archers. My apologies, folks. I'm been battling a cold these last few days, but we'll push through. We'll push through this one just like I did Wednesday night for our hockey doubleheader. Anyway, this Southside team comes in with 2 players averaging double figures on the season. Those are JT Langston and Cameron Mitchell. Langston averaging 12.8 on the season, and Cameron Mitchell averaging 10.6. Now for Wayne, they have 3 players averaging double figures this year. One of those guys is Craig Young. Craig Young is the only returning starter, I should say, on the season. He averages 14.9 points a game. I beg your pardon, they actually only have 2 players who are averaging double figures. The other player averaging double figures for them is Michael Redding, number 4. He averages 10.4 points per game. And again, this is a big game as far as moving up in the standings. Southside is in a 3-way tie for 4th. They move a little closer to 3rd place if they come up with the victory tonight. Wayne, in the meantime, they're right down in 6th. They could move into a tie for 5th if they beat Southside tonight. And, of course, depending on how Concordia and Snyder do, Snyder's actually playing tonight. So Snyder, if they should fall tonight, that could greatly help Wayne's standings. Now, there's some teams that you got to catch up to if you want to get to first place. Northrop is 7-0 in the Summit League, and Homestead is 5-2. And if it weren't for the fact that they're not undefeated, I think a lot of teams would have a hard time catching them. But again, Northrop and Carroll right now are both ahead of Homestead in league play, even though Homestead has the better record of the two. And Homestead is a tough team to beat, even though they only returned 1 starter in Luke Goody. Chris Johnson, he's been there a while, and he's doing a heck of a job with that program. Picked up his 400th win as the head coach, in his career as a head coach. Earlier this season with a game against Blackhawk. But speaking of good coaches, Southside has a coach that knows a little something about what it's like to rebuild a program. He did that at Fort Wayne Bishop Luers earlier in his career, coached there from 2014 all the way through 2017, and had his best record as a head coach there in 2017 when he led Luers to a 19-8 record and a regional title. So far, he's had back-to-back winning seasons, 13-11 his first year, off to a winning season so far. We'll have to wait and see how he finishes things out. Looks like we're going to have the national anthem and the introduction of the starting lineups. Now, Aaron Rarer, the head coach of Wayne, he's experienced some ups and downs as head coach. His overall record, he has 90 wins to 103 losses for his overall record. He's had some losing seasons as well as some winning seasons. But it's time for the national anthem here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Southside Green Machine, led by Michael Rodney, lead us in the playing of our national anthem. Visitors, the Wayne Generals. Starting in guard and wearing number 1, Cam Starks. At guard, wearing number 4, Michael Redding. Playing guard, number 5, Tavon Kinney. At forward, wearing number 0, Craig Darius Alexander. The Generals are coached by Aaron Rear, assisted by the Director of Basketball Operations, Mr. Brian Phillips. And now, let's meet our starting lineup for the home team, Southside Archers. A 5'10" sophomore, guard playing wearing number 12, Austin Jordan. Playing number guard at 6 feet even, a junior wearing number 21, Cameron Mitchell. Wearing number 30, a 6'2" freshman, playing forward, Ashton Johnson. Playing forward at 6 feet 2 inches, wearing number 11, a junior, Travion Jones. And the man in the middle, he wears number 1, a 6'7" junior, J.T. Langston. The Archers are coached by J.J. Foster, assisted by Vernon Johnson and Justin Jordan.
So there are your starting lineups. We are just about ready to go here at Southside High School.
That's your pregame information, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play ball.
Two teams about to head out to half court. It's going to be Cam Starks tipping it off. Check that. It's going to be Craig Young tipping it off against J.T. Langston, two of the top scorers on their respective teams, both averaging double figures. And we are underway from Southside High School. Tip won by the Generals. Into the hands of Cam Starks right away. He gets a high screen early on. Young trying to get it inside, has to back it out. He's a player to watch for. He's averaging 14.9 per game, but he'll give it up on this possession, at least for the time being. They get it to the big fella inside. Blocked! An offensive rebound, though. That was Jones who blocked the shot for Southside. Travion Jones. Feed to Young, posting up against Langton. Step back jumper right over the hands of Jones, and he knocks it down. And Craig Young is the first to crack the scoreboard in this one. A possession that featured a block shot by Travion Jones results in points nonetheless for the Wayne Generals. This is Austin Jordan, feeds it off at the last second to Langston. Only one true big man on the floor for each team, and we get a foul called. They call the foul on Tamon Kinney. That's his first. As the Archers look to get it in play. They do, into Jones, pull-up jumper. He splashes it home. And we got a tie ball game. Very early in the game, though. Travion Jones, though, with his first points of the evening, but right away to the cup. That's Craig Young. Check that, Tamon Kinney, number 5. Give him 2 already. Get it and go, young man. And speaking of getting it and going, right back at you, there's Cameron Mitchell. His team's wasting no time. Tied at 4, coming up on 6 to play. Young lost it, and a foul. And we'll see who they get for this one. That's the first foul on the Archers. It's on Langston. And Young will step to the line to shoot 2. We haven't had a made 3 yet here in this game. Back and forth we go. As soon as Southside ties the game, Wayne comes right back and takes the lead. They do it again with Craig Young's free throw. Give him 3 points in the game. 1 for 2, and the rebound pulled down by Harper. It's Jones, Travion Jones, number 11 for Southside. Homestead's not playing in this game. Shot fake and a near steal. Cameron Mitchell very well guarded there by Michael Redding. Loose ball, and it's picked up by the Generals. Here they come in transition. Starks is fouled. I believe they're going to get Langton. They do get Langston, his second. So Cam Starks at the line to shoot 2. And the first one rattles out. Well, if free throws prove to make a difference tonight, so far, the free throws not in favor of Wayne, but then again, Southside has not been to the free throw line. Wayne continues to miss free throws. That could hurt them down the stretch. Starks hits the second one. Starks is on the board for the first time tonight. A 6-4 lead for the Generals. Here's Mitchell. Working around the perimeter to Johnson. Johnson with a pull-up jumper off the rim. And after several attempts, it's Darius Alexander who comes down with the board for the Generals. They lead at 6-4. They haven't trailed yet. Looking to feed it inside. Instead, they go outside to Redding. 3 from the corner, too strong, and Langston pulls down the board. Well, only once Southside has tried to go in transition. Missed 3 there by Jordan. Now, the one time they did go in transition, they were successful. Cam Starks with the basketball for the Generals. They lead it by 2. They've been leading the entirety of this game. Feed inside, Alexander. Good ball movement. Back outside, Young, too strong. Austin Jordan coming the other way. Little Euro step in the lane, and he puts it home. We got a tie game here at Southside High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We've had that a few times tonight. Does Wayne have an answer? Not right away, they don't, but eventually Alexander able to put it home. Once again, Wayne takes the lead after Southside tied it. Jordan gets fouled. Austin Jordan taking a trip to the free throw line. They call it on Alexander, who just got the bucket on the other end. This is the first trip to the free throw line for Southside. We'll see if Jordan can cash in. If we were talking about Michael Jordan, you'd think that that was an oxymoron. If Jordan can cash in, miss on the first one. Not that Austin Jordan can't be as good as Michael Jordan, but even Michael Jordan was cut by his high school team. Second one rims in. Full court pressure by the Archers. Generals are able to beat that press. Austin Jordan now with 3 points so far. Young slicing in. Can't get it to fall. That was almost tipped right back in by Jones. He almost tipped it into his own basket. And there's the big man, Johnson, bringing it across the timeline. Feed inside to Amari Hall. Johnson for 3. It's short. And the rebound pulled down by Starks. He splits 2 defenders. Ahead to Alexander. The pass a little behind him. Redding, no good on the 3. We don't have a made 3 yet here in this game. And that ball's out of bounds. Give it to the Archers. Austin Jordan bringing it across the timeline. Amari Hall was the first sub to come into this game. Oh, nice moves there. That was Jordan again. Well, between the legs crossover, but he misses the finger roll. Redding kicks it to the corner. Starks from mid-range knocks it home. Cam Starks with his first field goal of the game. Archer's trying to go quick the other way. Johnson the late feed. Hall can't put it home. Pulled down by Starks. He comes the other way against two defenders. Late feed and the slam. Darius Alexander. How about that to get some excitement? And a steal right back at you. I believe that was Starks. And a foul called. The basket counts. Craig Young. He's got 5. Back-to-back exciting buckets. And Darius Alexander, that was the visiting crowd that you heard get brought to its feet. This is Craig Young at the line to try and finish off the three-point play. He does. And I believe the ball went out of bounds on the other end. Nope, timeout. Got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you for this one. Wayne, early on in the game, every time they would get a bucket, Southside would be able to provide the answer. But right now, it's Wayne pulling away. Back-to-back exciting plays. The drive and jam by Darius Alexander. And then the and one by Craig Young. And a 15-7 lead for the Wayne Generals. This is a very important game. They can move up in the conference standings. They're 3-4 in league play. Southside comes into this game at 4-3. They're able to beat the pressure, and another throwdown slam. Sean Farrell. 10-point lead for the Generals. Does Southside have an answer? Feed inside and taken away. Cam Starks. Going baseline is Young, and he stepped out of bounds. Austin Jordan comes back on the court. Coming up on the final minute of play here in the first quarter, 17-7 in favor of the Generals. Jordan a three, too strong. That goes in. You get the sense that maybe Southside can get some momentum, but the ball's loose. This may be a jump ball, and it is. Possession arrow is going to give it back to the Archers. They desperately need a bucket here. They need something to stop the bleeding before the quarter comes to an end.
Again for Southside, number 21, Cameron Mitchell.
Cameron Mitchell will come back in for Southside.
Number 3, Quincy Miles.
Quincy Miles in for the Generals. They get it into Mitchell, and his three rattles home. A much-needed bucket for Southside. They pull within 7. But right back at him, the bucket goes for Farrell. Sean Farrell able to answer, make it 19-10 in favor of Wayne. Final 30 seconds starting to tick away. Now playing from behind, you wouldn't expect Southside to try and drain the clock, and they don't. They don't really need to. DeAndre Green for three. Back-to-back triples for the Archers. Wayne does not have a three. Driving down the lane is Starks, and he puts it home. And now a chance to hold for the final shot for Southside. They're down 8. Could this be an NBA three? It's not going to be, actually. And they didn't recognize the clock. They lost track of the clock. DeAndre Green, I don't think he knew there were less than 5 seconds on the clock. It ran down before he got a shot off. Well, that is not the way you want to end the quarter. But we're going to start the second quarter with Southside trailing Wayne by 8. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back, everyone. This is high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Wayne leading Southside 21-13 as we begin the second quarter. Starks with the feed to Redding over in the corner. His three-pointer does not go. The putback does, though. Sean Farrell with the bucket. He's got 6 points off the bench for the Generals. And near steal there, it's back to a 10-point game. That shot goes. Cameron Mitchell. Back to an 8-point game, and moments ago, it was 3-point shooting that was starting to get Southside back into this game. Wayne hasn't made a three, and they still haven't. Putback goes, and it's Quincy Miles who puts it in. To the corner, this is DeAndre Green. Tough shot in the lane, and a foul. See who they give that one to. I think it's Young. Nope, it's on Miles. And Austin Jordan will go to the line. And he misses the front end. The free throw shooting has not been great for either team so far. Southside is 2 for 4. Wayne is 2 for 4, excuse me. Southside now 1 for 3, make that 1 for 4. 0 for 2 on that trip for Austin Jordan. Starks with it at the point. Gets it over to Redding. Matchup zone here, actually 3-2 zone. Put on by the Archers. Pull-up jumper, it goes! Quincy Miles. And a 12-point lead for Wayne. Looking for a key road win on this Friday night. Tipped into the backcourt and out of bounds. That's going to go right back to the Archers. Darius Alexander will come back into the game.
Also back in, number 1, J.T. Langston.
JT Langston back in the game. They had a good long rest. So far, the leading scorers for Wayne are Craig Young and Sean Farrell. They have 6 apiece. This 12-point lead, by the way, is the largest the lead has been for the Generals. Now, Wayne has not been able to make threes. Southside has 2 threes. Things can change at any moment. As Cameron Mitchell launches one, that doesn't fall. He gets his own miss, though. Back outside. Johnson, cut off, gives it up to Langston. That's a 2 if it goes. It doesn't. Out of bounds. That'll stay with Southside.
Back on the floor for the Archers, number 12, Austin Jordan.
Austin Jordan will come back in. Had a brief rest before he came in moments ago. Over to Johnson. Alexander plays for the Generals. Jordan strong on the 3. And Starks comes down with the board, trying to get out and run. Leaves it off to Redding. He's had a quiet night so far. Alexander puts it home. He has been tough to stop on the interior. Give him 6. He's not averaging double figures, but he's having a heck of a night. Right back at you with the answer, Amari Hall. It's 29-17. That 14-point lead was the largest it's been all night for Wayne. Tough shot, Craig Young. It's right back to a 14-point lead. Young with 8. Can they figure out a way to stop him? Out to Johnson. Mitchell drives, kicks. Hall with the jumper. Amari Hall with 4. 31-19 in favor of the Generals. Here's Starks leaving it off to Alexander, and that's traveling. You can tell from up here. Jordan with the ball, trying to feed it inside. He does to Hall, and he couldn't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line. He gets that to fall. That would have brought this crowd to its feet. Amari Hall with 4 points already, and he misses the first free throw. Southside has not shot it well from the free throw line tonight. They are 1 for 5. Yonde Gray comes into the game. 1 for 6. Mitchell had a chance at the offensive board. He gets it. 3 on the way from Gray, too strong. Starks lost the rebound, and it's pulled down by Young eventually. Young thinking about the 3, chose not to shoot it. Redding has been quiet tonight. He's one of 2 players averaging double figures on the season for Wayne. That jumper goes. Craig Young just short of the 3-point line, and a 14-point lead for the Generals. Gray. Hall backing in, puts it up, got it. Starks. It's cut off around the screen. Loses the ball. Up ahead looking for Gray, but he can't catch up to it. Cameron Mitchell got the steal, but to no avail. Full court pressure here by the Archers, but Redding's able to beat it. Gray comes from behind and creates the turnover. And back the other way comes Talton, and a foul call. DeAndre Gray causes the turnover. The foul is called on Tamon Kinney. That's his second. Will send Jordan to the line. First one no good, and the free throw struggles continue for Southside. Now Wayne did not get off to a good start from the free throw line either. But Austin Jordan, with that last miss, just made them 1 for 7. Second one's good. It's 4 points for Jordan in the game. 30-second timeout called by the Generals. We will stay with you for this one. 33-22. Wayne has been running away with this one, or trying to run away with this one. They built a double-digit lead and kept that all the way through the second quarter. Early on, it seemed like it was going to be back and forth. Wayne would get a bucket, Southside would answer. But then about midway through the first quarter, that's when Wayne really started to turn things on. They were able to score in transition. They're able to score in the half court. And they've really distributed the ball very well. You see a lot of different players getting in on the action, but Craig Young, he's got 10 points to lead all scorers. He's the only player in double figures. Michael Redding to inbound, and we will see the full court pressure by Southside. J.J. Foster trying to make sure his guys are lined up in the right spot. He wanted Cameron Mitchell to be set up across half court. Set up behind half court. They beat the press. Good feed, and the bucket goes in transition. Andre Beasley. How do you beat the press? Well, in large part with a good transition game. Gray for 3. Well, of all the things that Southside is doing right, the three-point shot is one area. Of all the things Wayne is doing right, the three-point shot is one area where Southside has had the advantage. They've made their threes. Wayne hasn't until now. Craig Young, have a night, young man. Give him 13 and a 13-point lead for the Generals. Just when you thought that three by Gray might make things interesting. Loose ball, back out to Gray. Mitchell from the wing, too strong. And Redding grabs the board. By Gray, and he gets it across the timeline. Coming up on a minute to go here in the second quarter. Young with it again at the top of the key. This time drives and gets fouled. 57 seconds to go. Craig Young already having a solid night, to say the least. Foul is on Talton, and Young will go to the line. Diamond Talton commits his first foul of the game. And that first free throw is good by Young. Travion Jones back in the game. Well, so far it's definitely Wayne who has the edge in free throw shooting, but they're only 3 for 5 from the line. Southside only 2 made free throws and I believe 8 attempts. Lane violation, they'll waive that free throw off. This 14-point lead matches the largest the lead has been for the Generals all game. They have not trailed at any point. Gray, step back blocked. And they call a foul. The block was by Andre Beasley.
Back in for the Archers, number 30, Ashton Johnson.
And with 45 seconds to go, we'll have an inbound by Jordan. Man-to-man defense here by the Generals. Driving inside is Harper. Check that. That was Jones. He puts it home. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. Cross-court feed. Mid-range pull-up. No. Out of bounds. Archer ball. Now the Archers could choose to hold for the final possession, but being down 12, I wouldn't suspect that they would do that in this case. Jones looking inside, gives it up to Talton. High screen set by Hall. Down to 3. They got to get it off. They didn't at the end of the last quarter. They do get one off here, but it's an air ball. So we are at halftime, and you know, the clock management was a cause for concern for Southside at the end of the first half. Not so much at the end of the second half, but they don't get the shot, and it's Wayne who goes into the locker room with the lead, 39-27. Meantime, we will take a break here on SummitCitySports.com.
At the Archer store, you can buy all kinds of Southside Archer hats, clothing, and other.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Welcome back, everybody. We are at halftime in this game between the Wayne Generals and the Southside Archers. Wayne leading 39-27 at the half. We'll read off the first half statistics for you. First for the visitors from Southside, Craig Young leads the way in scoring with 14 points. He's followed by Darius Alexander with 6. Sean Farrell also with 6. Quincy Miles with 4. Cam Starks with 3. Tamon Kinney with 2. Andre Beasley with 2 as well. On the south side, for Southside, Cameron Mitchell leads the way in scoring with 7. Amari Hall with 6. DeAndre Green with 6. 4 points also for Travion Jones and Austin Jordan. Wayne has led the entire way. There were a couple of times where the game was tied, but Wayne has not trailed at any point in this game. They lead it by 12 rather, 39-27. Their largest lead of the game has been 14. Take a look at some of our highlights from the action so far. If you like dunks, we got a few of those. First one here, they go in transition. That's Darius Alexander, the big fella, throwing it down. Make it a 5-point game with that dunk. And here they come again, another transition dunk. How do you beat the press? You move the ball, get it up the floor, and let Sean Farrell throw it down in transition. And that was a theme there in the second half. A lot of pressure from Southside, trying to help them come back from this double-digit deficit. But Wayne was able to beat it by going and running in transition. So 39-27, that's where we stand here at halftime. Back in just a matter of moments here on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play, reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Well, we're about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half here on SummitCitySports.com. 39-27 is the score. Wayne with the lead over Southside. They have never trailed at any point in this ball game, but things can change in just a matter of time. A couple of shots start to fall for Southside. They get a few stops. They're right back in this thing. They can get a couple of threes to fall and get some stops. That'll help them even more. In fact, Southside, I believe, has 4 made threes in this game. Wayne has just 1. That came from Craig Young. Craig Young having a heck of a night. 14 points on the game. This Wayne team, they do like to get out and run in transition. Also like to use a lot of dribble penetration in the half court. About ready to start the third quarter. And the second half is underway. Southside with the basketball. Northside has much different looking jerseys. Their jerseys are red. Southside, their jerseys are green. Combine them together and look a lot like Christmas. Now we just got through Christmas. Some people like hearing about Christmas in February. Others say, hey, we just got through Christmas. Don't talk about that. Pull-up jumper goes Travion Jones. Well, I mentioned if Southside can get a couple of buckets to fall, get a couple of stops, they'll be right back in this thing. They got 1 bucket to fall. Now can they get the stop? Not on this possession. Michael Redding, welcome to the party. Guy who averages double figures on the year. He had not scored until that bucket. Over to Jordan. Early on in the game, Wayne would get the buckets to start off, and Southside would be able to answer, but would not be able to take the lead. Over to the baseline, that's Langston. As it knocked away, gets it back. Langston will pull up and knocks it down. JT Langston. I believe that's his first points of the night. Young looking to drive, puts it home. Heck of a move by Craig Young. Out of bounds and a foul gets called. We'll see who they give it to in just a moment. They call it on Tamon Kinney, number 5, his 3rd. So Kinney, if I'm not mistaken, is the first player to get into significant foul trouble. Kinney will go to the bench, and Quincy Miles takes his place. Langston backing in. Left-hand hook, got it. Back-to-back buckets for Langston. And nearly stolen. It's going to be over and back. Just as good as a steal if you're Homestead. So now they get the stop that they were looking for. Hall fakes the pull-up jumper. Alexander comes to guard him. That's a big man coming out to guard you. Alexander stands at 6'6". There's Jones at 6'2". Jordan gets it to go. Austin Jordan, a big bucket to get it back to single digits. Starks, backdoor cut, throwdown slam by Young. How about Craig Young? And a turnover. Back the other way comes Starks. He puts it home. Two for Cam Starks, 5 for the game, 2 on that possession. And it's back to a 12-point game just as soon as Southside had cut it to single digits. Wayne is back in front by 12. Jordan gets fouled and he's going to the line. They call the foul on Cam Starks. And some very important free throws coming up here for Jordan. The Archers have not shot well from the free throw line tonight. But Jordan able to knock that one down. One for 2. And the free throw shooting struggles continue. Only 3 made free throws in the game. 3 for 10, if I'm not mistaken, is what Southside's percentage is. Starks with the entry pass. Young, one-on-one, no good. And a foul. It's against the Generals. They call it on Alexander. That's going to be his 3rd. He's another player that gets into foul trouble. Already Taman Kinney has reached 3 fouls, and Sean Farrell will come in to take Alexander's place. This is Jordan with the ball, gives it up at the last second to Langston. Thinking about the 3. Mitchell will pull up, no good. And skying for the rebound. Was that Starks? No, that was Miles, Quincy Miles. There's Starks with the ball in his hands. Looking inside to Young, they get it to him, one-on-one matchup. Rising up for the step back, and he puts it home. Craig Young continues to have a heck of a night. 13-point lead for the Generals. They show no signs of slowing down in this one. Langston a little bit too strong. That's the top of the key to Farrell. Starks thinking about the 3, chooses not to shoot. Young will shoot, and he left it short. Still a chance for Southside to get back into this thing. Down 13. They've been down as many as 14. They had it at single digits earlier in this quarter. Hall posting up inside. Loose ball and a turnover. Starks coming the other way. Euro step and it's blocked. J.T. Langston. And 2 points on the other end for Jordan. Leads to a timeout. A huge 4-point swing. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will stay with you for this one. That is a huge bucket, huge stop and bucket for Southside. They get the block from Langston, and then the bucket on the other end from Jordan. A little floater in the lane. I think Michael Jordan used to do that. Of course, there's a lot of players who do those teardrops. I think about players like Tony Parker, Chris Paul. A lot of guys that are good at that. Steph Curry, that's a part of his game. If you think all he does is shoot threes, you'll want to rethink that one. Does Southside have a run in them? They've been down by double digits most of this second half. They were down by double digits throughout the entirety of the second quarter. Full court pressure by Southside. Wayne's been able to beat this, though, most of the night. Young got it. How do you beat the full court pressure? By getting out and running in transition. Three ball goes for Jordan. Much needed three, I might add. And the three ball goes. Sean Farrell. Actually, it was a two. And stolen away. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. It's a 12-point game. Redding with the feed, has a tip, but gets it to Farrell. He's fouled, and the shot goes. Stretches that lead back out to 14. That's the largest the lead has been, and Farrell goes to the line.
At the line, shooting one, Sean Farrell.
No good. And back the other way come the Archers. Feed to Hall. He gets it outside. Langston. Count it. JT Langston. He's got 6 points in this game. And right now, every basket matters, especially, or every possession matters, really, especially for Southside. He misses the free throw. Generals trying to get out and run again. And out of bounds. It was touched by Southside, I mean. Into Young, knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Wayne again. Hall comes into the game. They get it in, loose ball, but it's recovered by Kinney. Kinney in the game despite having 3 fouls. Traveling called on Redding. JT Langston will come back into the game.
Also back in, number 21, Cameron
Mitchell back in as well. Southside needs to get a run going if they want to come back and win this game. Trying to move to 5-3 in conference play so far this season. Get into this game in a tie for 4th place in the Summit Athletic League. The Generals not far behind them. They're trying to work their way at least into 5th. Hall with the miss. And back the other way comes Redding. 1 minute to go in regulation, in the third quarter, I mean. One more half to play. One more period. Young gets fouled on his way to the basket. Greg Young at the line. The free throw is no good. Andre Beasley will come back in. He's been rarely used, but he is on the board for tonight. Young has been having a heck of a ball game. He adds to his point total at the line.
Now the ball for the Archers, for the Generals, number 15, Sam Young.
Sam Young comes into the game, number 15. And Southside will try to get a couple of buckets before the third quarter closes. They get one here from Johnson. Ashton Johnson on the board for the first time tonight. And Wayne's going to call a timeout.
Timeout called by the Wayne Generals.
See what timeout they give him, if it's a full or 30 seconds. Full timeout, so we'll take it right along with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
That'll be a 30-second timeout called by the Generals.
Check that. It's changed to a 30-second timeout, so we will stay with them. Well, Southside cut it down to single digits early on in this half, but the Wayne Generals kept pulling away like they have all night, getting it to double digits. Got it back out to a 14-point lead. That was the highest they got it. Right now an 11-point lead for the Generals, I beg your pardon. Generals get it across the timeline. Over to Beasley. He's been fairly quiet for most of the night, although he does have a made basket. Taken away. Jordan with the steal and the bucket. Huge bucket for Jordan. Gets it back to single digits. It's a 9-point game. They almost turned it over. Double team. Almost results in a turnover. That jumper doesn't fall, and that is how the quarter will end. 56-47. We will start the fourth quarter in just a moment. What kind of finish do we have in store here at Southside? 8 minutes of basketball will tell us on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Start of the fourth quarter, it's a 9-point lead. Wayne has led all the way through, but anything can change, especially in the last 8 minutes of basketball. They get it into Young. Backing out is Kinney, gives it up inside to Alexander. Alexander can't get it to go. And a very important possession here for Southside, and they turn it over. That is exactly what they could not afford to do. They already had it at single digits, could have cut it even closer. Instead, they turn it over. Young gets double teamed, gives it back. This Wayne team definitely knows what to do when double teams and traps come. They move the ball extremely well, and you have to do that, especially when teams are bringing full court pressure at you for a good chunk of the game. Wave it off. Traveling called on Alexander. And some of the fans let him know about that. Back the other way comes Jordan. He's got Jones inside. Mitchell for three. It's good! A huge three for Mitchell, and it's a 6-point game. Could we have a comeback in store? Redding. So outside to Young. He's had a heck of a night tonight. You definitely want the ball in his hands coming down to the wire. And they've got it in his hands. He backs it out. Be waiting for a screen here. Over to Kinney. Kinney will drive. Gives it up to Alexander. Backing in against Johnson. And they call the foul. Is it before the shot or during the shot? It's on Cameron Mitchell. And it will be on the shot. Alexander going to the line. There's 3 fouls in the game against the Archers. So this will be 2 free throws. Free throw shooting has not been great on either side. Misses the first one. You know, every crowd is going to do what the crowd here at Southside just did. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That time, you can say it did. Even louder now. Second one's good. Like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Johnson bringing it back the other way. A 7-point lead for Wayne. Southside still has time to come back. Jordan counted and a foul. 16 points for Austin Jordan. He has come alive. And a huge free throw coming up here. He hits this. It's a 4-point game. Neither team has shot the free throw well, but Southside has shot it at under 50%. And he can't put it home. Offensive rebound, though. And did he get the basket? They call a foul. It's on Wayne. He did not get the basket. It's on Alexander. And if I'm not mistaken, that's his 4th. It is. And it's also the 6th team foul against the Generals. Jones at the line. His first free throw won't go. And again, Southside has shot at under 50%. Sean Farrell will come into the game. Alexander to the bench. Four-point game. Travion Jones able to sink a huge free throw there. Well, the game has not been this close since the first quarter. Loose ball. Who's got it? Redding does, and he's fouled. It's going to be on Jones. It's only the 4th team foul against Southside, so no free throws. Get it into Quincy Miles. Less than 6 to go. It's a 4-point game. Wayne has led by as many as 14. And another foul call.
That call is on Southside's number 1, JT.
It's on Langston. And that's his 4th. So Langston goes to the bench at a crucial time in the game. Not had a hot scoring game tonight. Starks gives it up to Redding, goes baseline. Turnaround jumper too strong. Knocked out of bounds. That was last touch by Southside. Diamond Talton knocked it out. Miles has to give it up to Starks. Guarded well by Talton. Now Miles goes to the glass. And the foul was on the floor. The basket will not count. And I think they got Talton for that one. That's the 16th foul against the Archers. So the next one will put Wayne at the free throw line. Michael Redding just pushed Cam Starks away from the line. He thought it was 1-1. Redding knew that it wasn't. Inbound to Miles. Coming up on 5 to play. Redding drives. Blocked. Out of bounds. Langston. Heck of a play there by Langston. Excuse me, that was Mitchell. Cameron Mitchell got the block. Starks gets it into Young. Loose ball, Starks. Redding guarded by Mitchell, gets the screen. Very important possession here for Wayne. They need a bucket. They get one from Farrell. Sean Farrell makes it a 6-point game. Open 3, Talton from the corner, got it! Talton with his first points of the game. Young going up and under, can't put it home. But the bucket does go. And it's Farrell. Coming up on 4 to play. We seem to have a fun finish in store here at Southside High School. The Archers trail the Generals 61-56. Mitchell blocked. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Archers. 61-56. They get it into Hall. Hall knocks down a guy, no foul, he gets the bucket. Amari Hall looked like he lowered the shoulder into the guy, but they didn't call it. Redding loses the ball and a foul. And Redding just shot that free throw when not everybody was set up. He shot it a little too early. The crowd does not like the foul call. It was against Jones. And for him, that's his second foul of the game. They didn't see anything that deserved a foul. To be honest, I did see something that deserved a foul on the bucket by Hall, and got some substitutions. Langston comes back in. He'll be playing with 4 fouls. Good. Both teams not shooting the free throw well. Mitchell will drive. No shot. Foul on the floor. Well, that's going to mean 1-1. That foul was on Redding. That's his first.
At the line shooting 1 and a bonus, Cameron Mitchell.
1 and 1 coming up for Cameron Mitchell. Each team with 7 fouls. And both teams have struggled from the line, especially Southside. They're under 50%. But Mitchell knocks that one home. And it's a 2-point game. No good on the second try, out of bounds. Wayne basketball. Talton will come back in. A little full court pressure put on by Southside, but Wayne has been able to beat this just about every time that Southside has used it. Can they do it again? They get it across the timeline. Backing out is Miles. He's got Hall on him. They got Craig Young at the opposite side of the floor. You would think that he would be a guy that you would want to touch the ball on this possession. He gets a touch. Hall already with 23 points. Over to Farrell. Miles gives it up to Farrell on the pick and roll. Farrell with the jumper. Give him 16. He's had a good night in his own right. Jordan across the timeline. Picked up defensively by Kinney. Here goes Johnson to the lane. It's been Austin Jordan who's had the hot hand. Basket goes and a foul. Ashton Johnson. It's on Farrell, that's his first. And a chance at a three-point play for Johnson, trying to get this game to 1. I don't believe it's been a 1-point game since the score was 8-7. But it's now a 1-point game. Johnson, a quiet night scoring. He's got 5 now, including that 3-point play. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Generals beat the press. Got a misfire on a 1-and-1 on the last possession. Late feed, blocked, contested, and a foul. Crowd can't believe it. And if that's on Langston, he's done for the night. It's not, it's on Hall. So the crowd shows their displeasure. That will send Craig Young to the line, who has had a heck of a night, 23 points. Not so good from the free throw line, though. 18 fouls on each team. That was a shooting foul. Young wanted to dunk that thing home. He thought it was 1-and-1. Crowd wants a technical. Not giving him one. The second one goes down. 24 for Young. (64-62) the score. Southside down. They haven't led at any point in this game. 3-ball on the way from Jones. No good. That would have given him the lead. And Miles will bring it across the timeline. Miles backing out. He's got Alexander posting up inside. Up to Starks. Waiting for a screen, doesn't get one, and he drives and gets fouled. Crowd doesn't like it. So Kinney will go to the line. And he misses the first. Neither team has shot it well from the charity stripe. Trying to get a rise out of him again, but he hits the second one. Kinney puts Wayne up 3, and that ball goes out of bounds. Big turnover by Southside. Still got some time left, and Diamond Talton will come into the game. Southside has not erased a 14-point deficit, but they've cut that deficit from 14 all the way down to 1. And a timeout is called. That's a full timeout, so we will take a break right with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
Runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, the University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, 65-62, coming down to the wire between Southside and Wayne. Southside had cut what was a 14-point deficit all the way down to 1. The lead is at 3 now. This is Kinney with the ball. Trying to drive baseline, backs out. Young has to give it up to Starks. Young's a guy that you'd like to have the ball in his hands. They got him a touch, but he kicked it back out, and foul is called, and that's going to be on Diamond Talton. Stops the clock with 46. And did they just call a technical? I think we got a technical foul called. Well, it was a technical, but that's because they called an intentional foul on Talton. Now, it's not surprising that you would try to foul because Wayne could technically bleed the clock all the way down with a 3-point lead, and Southside might never get to touch the ball again. So that's why you would want to foul there. Normally, you wouldn't see an intentional foul called there. Free throw no good. Of course, Talton thrusted him just a little bit, more than usual, as Kinney knocks down the free throw. Cam Starks to put it in play. Gets it into Young. Back over to Starks. Again, because of the free throw, or because of the intentional foul call, it was 2 shots on the ball, and that's going to be a foul against Jordan. Jordan has had a solid night tonight. He's got 16 points. And Quincy Myers will shoot the double bonus. And Wayne trying to ice this game away. But he missed the first free throw. Second free throw on the way as several subs come in. And right now, the Archers putting big guys around the paint, but the free throw is good, so there won't be any offensive rebounds here. Johnson looking to go. Tough shot, might have been altered, doesn't go, and a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Southside. And a timeout taken by the Generals. It's a full timeout. We'll take one right with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Both runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor.
Back here at Southside, the Archers get it in play. Down 2 possessions. They got to get a shot off. They do, and it's good. Joey Langston. A huge 3 by Langston. It's a 17 with 17 seconds left to go. Check that, it's Javion Langston who knocked down the triple. Javion Langston, who's also on the JV team, may have hit the biggest shot of the night for Southside because it keeps them in the game with 17 seconds to go. Now, if they can foul here and Wayne only makes 1 free throw, Southside would have a chance at a 3 to tie. They'll have to foul quickly. And remember, Wayne has not shot well from the free throw line. $17.7 to go. They get it in play to Young. And a foul. They needed to foul quickly. Amari Hall gets called for the foul. And this will be Craig Young to shoot double bonus. These are going to be the most important free throws of the night. They wouldn't necessarily ice the game, but if he makes both of these, Southside has to hurry to get the bucket on the other end. If he only gets one of these, Southside doesn't necessarily need a 3, but if they go for the deuce, they're going to have to go quickly. Hits the first one. That's 25 points for Craig Young. And a timeout taken by J.J. Foster. Well, again, if Young misses this free throw, Southside would not have to go for the 3. They could go for a 2, but they'd have to go quickly if they do so. If Young makes this free throw, Southside would need a quick bucket no matter whether they go for a 2 or a 3. They're probably going to see him go for a 3 because this game's coming down to the wire. All in all, they need a quick bucket no matter what happens. They could hold for the final shot if this free throw by Young is not made. Remember, neither team has shot well from the free throw line tonight. So a second free throw coming up for Craig Young. He's got 25 points in the game, easily leads all scorers. As we are coming down to the wire here at Southside. A game where Wayne led by as many as 14. But Southside closed the gap as close to 1 in this second half. 4-point game. Down the floor they go. 3 ball on the way, no good. Now Southside has to foul. Stolen off the pass, and the bucket goes. They call timeout with 4.2 to go. That was Diamond Talton with the bucket. It may be moot point. And now we have the correction. It was Gray. But with 4.2 to go, it's 69-67. And after that foul, technically Southside still has a glimmer of hope, because even though Young went 2 for 2 on the last possession, the Generals as a team have not shot it well from the free throw line tonight. There's going to be double bonus coming up here. Or did they call a timeout? I believe that's what it was. They called timeout. There was no foul. Excuse me, it was right after the bucket, so you're kind of forced to foul here if you're Southside. And if you're Wayne, you might think about trying a baseball pass here to get this beyond half court and allow some time to bleed off the clock. Looks like they're not going to try that, though. They get it into Young. He'll try to hurry up the floor, and he's fouled. Young, who went 2 for 2 from the line last time, will go right back there again. This is double bonus, and Young, kid who has 26 points in the game, going right back to that free throw line. Left it short. Still a glimmer of hope for Southside. Well, even if he misses this one, Southside has to get the rebound quick. He makes it. And not surprisingly, Wayne will call a timeout. They want to figure out how to defend this. Southside needs a 3 to force overtime. Only got 3.1 seconds to do it. They're going to have to get the ball up the floor quick. May not necessarily need to get a baseball pass, but you're probably looking at a pass close to half court, get a running start, and maybe shoot it from beyond NBA range if you can get one off. Tough to get a shot off in 3.1 seconds. Overtime is the best hope for the Archers. Now there's always the chance that they get a 3 and draw a foul, giving them a 4-point play. But that is one thing that if you're Wayne, you absolutely cannot do. You absolutely cannot foul, and I got to believe that that's the one thing that head coach Aaron Rarer is telling his guys in that huddle. Guys, do not foul. Whatever you do not foul. They got 3 seconds left on the clock. It's a 3-point game. They're going to have a hard time getting off a good look. Whatever you do not foul. That has got to be what Aaron Rarer is telling his guys. And Southside is going to set up everybody beyond half court. They get it in. Across the timeline, they get it off. It's an air ball. DeAndre Gray trying to tie it up. Did not get it to go. Well, Northside put together a valiant effort, but it's Wayne who comes away with the victory tonight. And Wayne will move to 4-4 in league play. Southside will fall to 4-4 in league play. What a game this was. Wayne led by as many as 14. Southside then cut it back down to 1. But it's Wayne who holds on for the victory when all is said and done. One last word from our sponsors before we say goodbye. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Their specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral is needed, which saves you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. And again, the final score from right here at Southside High School in Fort Wayne. The Wayne Generals beat the Southside Archers 70-67. For Ryan Stillebauer, my camera operator, I am Thad Goff saying so long and good night from Southside. Again, your final score, Wayne beats Southside 70-67.